live on Twitch. So, hello, all those wonderful human beings out there in Twitch land. We are back with Witchlight in Wesmia, which is kind of a bit more of a. Right now, we've been spending a lot of time in Prismere. We started off with the Witchlight Carnival, and the characters discovered that the Witchlight Carnival is perhaps a little bit beholden to other things. So the Come on. There we go. The party made their way to Prismere to try and see if they could get rid of some of the issues that way. And as a result, things got interesting for them. They first met a pseudo dragon of knightly proportions, having just crashed in a swamp gas like balloon. They've fought animated dead. They found a goblin that hoards keys. They've dispatched Harengon brigands. Now they currently sit in the Soggy Court in less than ideal circumstances. They met with the king of the Soggy Court in a community called Downfall, King Gullop the 19th. And in meeting King Gullop in his court with this very askew marble pergola of sorts, they discovered that the bullywugs that were protecting him were a little bit tougher than they thought. They didn't do so well with when they tried to introduce themselves to King Gullop, and King Gullop's trepidation turned into, we should probably seize these guys before they go crazy on us, and then they went crazy on them. Shimo has now gone through two different wild shapes, trying to trying to get the upper hand. Dottie's got mage armor up, but in the process of doing all this, they have had at least a little bit of success. King Gullop is down, but there are still a lot of bullywugs of some fairly good strength kicking around them right now. One of the things that they had discovered previous to getting here was that there have been a number of kings of the Soggy Court, and so this particular king, they know that he is relatively new to the job-ish. Anything else that you guys wanted to share before we dive too much further into this combat again? Because we did stop mid-combat last session.
We did meet a scarecrow with a gourd head who we promised to get his antlered head back.
Do you guys know where that antlered head is?
We believe it's with Slackjaw.
Okay, there you go. And, there we go. Maybe that'll help a little bit. So that brings us then to this combat. Now, Dottie, one of the last things you did was cast a spell, right?
Indeed.
We should probably roll for that wild magic surge.
Yeah, here we go. I'm safe?
You are safe indeed. Okay. They're all hoping for Shimo to start flying again.
I know.
That was the last time that happened, and that was actually at that balloon with Sir Talavar, that pseudo-dragon. You guys also do have another companion with you. I forgot to mention that. That you have this Harengon that you have gussied up like a tiger. And they have obviously not been very involved in this combat yet.
Our good friend Baffles.
That's the one. Baffles the tiger rabbit. Sure, we'll go with that. It does bring us to the top of the initiative. And so that will bring us to you, not really Baramo, it's going to be Shimo, because Baramo is already gone again. Shimo, what do you do?
I don't know if it's better to cast a Cure Wounds on myself, or if it's better to take a dodge action. Which one will save me better?
That would require perhaps an insight check on these bullywugs.
Okay, yeah, I'll do an insight on the bullies.
On the bullies?
11.
11. They look vicious.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with the dodge action, and then I'm going to yell, "Come at me, frogs!"
All right, taking the dodge action. Are you going to move too, or like make it as a disengage, or just purposefully
Oh, if
put
I
yourself in
move, I'm
defensive
gonna
stance?
if I move, I'm gonna provoke attacks of opportunity. So I'm just gonna stay in the middle of them.
Fair enough. All right, then. There, that's better. Okay, so then if that's the case, that'll end your turn, and it will bring us to the guards. There is a spiritual weapon hanging around one of my guards. And right there, that lovely little guy right there. Let's get a map up so people can, on the stream can see this too, not just you guys. That'll be this
Scrag
one
should
right here.
totally execute the king.
Well, the king is already down for sure. Let's
I tried
see
to.
here. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I think. Oh wow, yeah, no. These guys are still kind of unnerved by the number of you that are still standing, so they're gonna start attacking things around them. We'll start with this guy who's actually gonna try to revive the king. Let's try to revive this king. Let's go with what would that be even?
Medicine check?
Medicine. Yeah, but I'm trying. Yeah, is this guy gonna use his wisdom for a medicine check, or what is he gonna use? Bullywug, bullywug, bullywug.
How would he
Well,
revive?
he might not revive. It might just be a stabilization. We're gonna see what he does here. This is a
Yeah.
this guy here. This is the right one. Alrighty. This could get interesting. Let's see here. Right. Okay. He's just gonna do this then. Yeah, no, he doesn't help the king at all. Okay, cool. So so the one beside the spiritual weapon gets down and starts. You see this frog knight. These bullywugs have fairly wide mouths, right? Well, he's about to go and try and do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on the king. And so it looks very awkward. The other ones will get one here to attack Elred, one to attack Scrag. So we'll start with the two on Elred. Those were so I don't know that either one of those hit. His AC is kicking, so no, neither one of those hit. Elred manages to kind of parry and push away the glaive of one of these knights. The other one attacking Scrags. I think that 23 will hit, but I don't think anything else will. Is that?
Which Scrags are they attacking?
Oh, that's a good point. The green dot. That one was for the green dot one. I think that's the real one, isn't
Green
it?
dot is my
I'm pretty certain that one was the real one.
Okay, we'll say that's the real one. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one was the real one, actually. So that will be 5 points of slashing damage, but then you're able to parry away the second attack from him. Shimo. You're gonna get another attack as well. But this guy's gonna actually only do one attack on you this time because he does see duplicate Scrags. Actually, let's see if he can see through duplicate Scrags. What? No, he can't. Never mind. So he's gonna attack one on Shimo, one on duplicate Scrags. 22 to hit Shimo.
Is that at disadvantage?
What makes it disadvantage?
I'm dodging.
That's right. Thank you. 9. So does a 9 hit then?
It does not.
All right, you managed to definitely move out of the way of the swing, so he just follows through to swing through the illusory duplicate of Scrags. no effect. That brings us to this one that's facing off against Dottie. So Dottie, you're going to take 2 attacks as well.
Okay.
18 and 11 to hit.
Just the 18.
The 18, you take it's a solid gash as 11 points of slashing damage comes down on you.
Ooh, that's half of me.
Yeah, but that does take the bullywugs. They're kind of looking around. A couple of them, let's see, the one that's beside Dottie, the one that's beside Scraggs. They're looking around a little lost at the moment, but they're still just they sense danger, so they're fighting. That brings us to Scraggs. And Scraggs, if you're talking, there we go.
Bonus action. The hammer is going to come down,
Okay.
and the hammer is going to come down here.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to hit this guy.
Have I given you control over that? Let me give you control over that so you can move it. There. You can now move that hammer the way you want to. Or are supposed to be able to.
This guy.
Okie doke. Roll for smacking.
Hammer time. Come on. 14. No.
14. Actually, hang tight. Whoa.
Then,
no, you're right. It doesn't hit.
Yeah. Then I'm going to Scraggs is going to attack this guy with advantage because my illusion is there.
To distraction. Yeah, for sure. There we go. 20. 20's gonna hit for sure.
4 piercing. 4 piercing. That's pretty much all I can do.
All right then.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, so you take your dagger and you manage to get into its arm, as you to attack it. It's still got it doesn't look like it's anywhere near enough damage. You're gonna need to find something that's gonna cause far more damage if you're gonna get this guy to even weaken a bit. That's gonna bring us then to Elred. So now Elred is being temporarily played by me. And let's see here. Elred doesn't really like all what's going down here. Elred's going to... There's a couple of cool things that he can potentially do here. What is that for him? That is... No. This guy. Where did it go? Wait here. Okay, so... Okay. Constitution modifier is that, so it would be a DC of 12. And it's a dex save. He's gonna try and bring this down just a little bit. And he is going to use his breath weapon.
Ooh.
He sees that because it does a 15-foot cone, and everybody is outside that 15-foot cone that is friendly to him. And so he's going to get 3 bullywugs with this. Let's see. So we're going to throw out some saving throws of a DC of 12. 1. Okay, makes it. Doesn't make it. Doesn't make it. So 2 of these bullywugs don't dodge this psychic blast of energy that comes at them. 9 points of damage. Nice. Okay, so
Wow.
he's gonna... Yeah, so he's caught... The 2 bullywugs, one besides Green, Scraggs, and Elred, and Shimo. So the one that you guys are kind of surrounding, a glaive in hand, just kind of holds it up to his forehead as something kind of seems to take over his psyche. Dottie, you notice is the one that's looking at you. It almost looks like his head has just been kind of lopped forward a little bit. Comes back to you, as Elred causes 9 points of damage to him too. That will be. That's his action. Bonus actions. Doesn't have a lot of bonus actions to work with. So he's going to go for...
Shield of Faith.
If he's got enough spells left, he doesn't have that. And yeah, he doesn't have that. So I think he's probably just going to go for an offhand attack because he's kind of getting a little bit nervous about all things here. So this will be, because it's offhand. Nope, he can't do that because he didn't do the other one. So that's his turn. That's Elred's turn. That brings us to King Gullop, who isn't looking so high. Okay. That'll bring us to Dottie.
Alright, so I think I have 1 second level spell left, so I'm going to upcast Burning Hands in a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
So hopefully this will get 2 bullywugs.
You can get 3 with this right now.
My thing says I can only hit 2 targets though.
If you
Unfortunately.
move over, you can. You can hit 3.
Oh, really?
Burning
If you move
Hands?
5 feet to the left, you can hit.
Up to 2 creatures.
Hang on. That
No,
gives me a
Burning
question
Hands is
mark.
everyone in a 15-foot cone.
That's what I thought too. I'm just going to double check. Because it's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Each creature
Yeah.
in that 15-foot cone. Yeah, you get to do with this and hit all 3 if you want.
Alright. I'll go for it then.
Alrighty then.
And then here's my
Alright, so
thingy.
it's a 14 deck save. Top left one doesn't. I'm gonna guess that you're going for this guy here, and the one obviously in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the one on the top left does not save. Neither does the top right. Neither does the one in front of you. They
Holy
all
crap.
roll like shit.
That's
So
18 fire.
that's a lot of yeah. So you see,
And
you
here's
kind of
my
notice.
wild magic just in case.
Okay, cool. So you see as Elred just kind of opens up his jaws and blasts out this strange, shimmering green energy that just smacks these two in the head. One of them dodges it, and you're like, yeah, okay, and blast.
Yeah, okay, I love it.
And what was it again? 18 points of damage?
Yeah, because I upcasted it.
All right. You guys watch or notice Dottie just kind of squint a little bit into this spell and just big old... Actually, I wonder, do I have that? I think I have. I'm curious. Does it actually have... they got new features in here I'm having fun with. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, I enjoyed that. Okay, so just this blast of fire that comes out at them. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all for me.
All right, that brings us then to Shimo.
Shimo will attack the one to my top left that was just hit by Burning Hands.
Yeah, for sure.
I might take more damage next turn, but we gotta start taking people down. For an 8.
An 8 does not hit.
I'm definitely going to bonus action an additional attack. I wish I had
Okay.
some bear claws, but I'm gonna have to go with a regular Shimo hand for 21.
21 does hit. So you're like, oh, that fire. Don't quite get into it, but the next one, the fire subsides and bam! 6 points of damage?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, he's starting to look hurt. You know,
Hurting. I was hoping he was going down with all that damage together, but unfortunately, these bullywugs have some health.
they got a lot of health. They might not have a lot of power, but they got a lot of health. They can
Tell that
last a
to
while.
Ermo, who took a lot of damage from them.
Fair. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all she wrote.
All right, so the guards are back up. The one that said, I'm going to try and help the king, not so helpful. And he's going to go and flank Elred.
He does. You moved the king, but also the one that was helping the king has no weapon.
Oh, that's the king? That is the king. Look at that. And you're right, the one that has no king has that. Right? Okay, good call. Okay, so hang on one moment. I know what he would do then if that's the case. Thank you for catching me on that. I'm looking for him. Where's my king? King Gullop. There we go. What did you have, Mr. King, sir? So this dude is going to pick up the king's spear then. Okay. So he won't be attacking. Yeah, okay. I got it. It won't be. It'll look like King Gullop in the chat, but it's not actually King Gullop, just because I don't want to have to fix sheets right now. So he picks up a spear, and he makes his way over towards Elred for 2 spear attacks, two-handedly, on Elred, both with advantage, because he's flanking him. It's a 23 to hit, and that the extra, yeah, the extra attack, the extra text there doesn't matter. And another 23, and you guys watch as Elred falls.
Ooh.
Elred is now down.
It would be really rude for us to let Elred die while he's not even in the game.
Gotta come up with something. That's gonna be Scrag's turn. Oh, hang on. No, I got more bullywugs. I gotta get the rest of these guys to attack. So
I hope all of them were just standing around.
Yeah, they're still a little frightened of the dude who keeps on turning into a bear. So there's gonna be a couple more on you this time, Scrags. But we're gonna see 2 attacks on. Sorry, on Scrags. On Shimo. Scrags, we're gonna see 2 attacks on you first. 22 to hit, and a 15 to hit, not the crit. I lost Scrags.
22 hits.
22 hits. You take 9 points of slashing damage as one comes down on you, and then you just...
Okay.
9, yeah. Shimo, these are at advantage this time because you are now being flanked.
Yes.
So, and there are 3 attacks coming at you, and 1 going at the illusory duplicate because illusory Scrags is still distracting one of you guys. So 21 to hit for 7 points of damage.
Ooh, that was close.
23 to hit for 11 points of damage.
Yep, I'm down.
And you're down. So then the other attacker is not going to go to you for their attacks at all. They're just going to go for the illusory, and will whiff obviously through, and then they'll like, get frustrated, realize, wait a second, there's another one beside you, and is going to go and do a proper attack on real Scrags for a 16 to hit. So I don't think...
No way, she's 18.
Beauty.
Wow.
And then 2 attacks on Dottie.
Okay.
11 to hit.
Nope.
And a nat 1 as
Yes.
as it slams against your mage armor, and the shaft of the glaive just snaps in half.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful.
And it just croaks meanly at you. That brings us to Elred. I'm gonna get...
What about Scrags?
Did I skip Scrag somehow? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get back around there. I did.
As I
Scrag's
fall
on.
to the ground, I'm going to yell, "Save yourselves!" Ugh,
So I'm going to do big brain time. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That is
Are they
your
going to take
duplicate that
opportunity
moves.
attacks? Yep. Are they going to
So
take
yeah,
opportunity attacks?
you will steal
They all
1, 2,
whiff.
3 reactions.
And I am going to cast. I'm going to cast on Elred for the moment a Cure Wounds.
Ooh, okay. How much?
8.
8 points. Nice.
And I, as he kind of his eyes flick open, I'm going to tell him to uh, stop getting flanked. Stop getting flanked. Pull back. You can move. And I'm going to pull back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. I don't know.
Disengage?
Did Dottie's one? No. I don't have to disengage. They tried opportunity attacks. They failed.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. And
Well,
yeah, the one that would have been beside Dottie would have
Did
just like,
Dottie's one tried?
yeah, Dottie's one would have tried, and I just totally just yanked my headphones off my head.
No.
But he would have gone like to try to, but has no weapon, so it was just like trying to, basically slap you as you went by.
So I'm gonna try to tell them to. We gotta go. Sorry, I'm not gonna move. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move to here and try to get Dottie and Elred to come back towards me and Dottie to get behind me. And that's my turn.
Okay. Gesturing wildly to your friends to try to get them out of harm's way brings us to Elred, who is now conscious. And Elred will hear your encouragement / admonishment and will simply get up, which is half of his movement, and take the disengage action as he's doing so. He's just gonna roll up and out of the way and he can get 15 feet. And then his action to bugger off too. Except that he's not actually going to bugger off. He's actually going to stand beside you here, with his weapon at the ready, with his longsword at the ready, and just look, kind of stand there as if shoulder to you. Well, not really to your shoulder, but like beside you, as if you're about to try to. You're all trying to prepare for an onslaught, and then just kind of lower his demeanor just a little bit. Let's see about King Gullop. Okay. That'll bring us to Dottie's turn then.
All right. So just a clarifying question. The one in front of me already spent an opportunity attack, right?
Yeah, so you could just dip if you wanted to.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at first level first.
All right. So just turns and goes to move and just no, I'm gonna do this at the same time. Yeah,
Yep,
okay. All right.
exactly. So here's
You'll
my
hit-
Burning Hands.
You'll hit 3 of these guys again if they all fail.
Awesome. So that's
1.
7 fire.
That's a 15 on the one immediately beside you, a 19, and now they're all saving with a crit roll on that one too. So none of them. Yeah, you start to move, and you're not really looking where you're firing this burning hands, and you end up just kind of going over to a little bit too high, and these bullywugs just all kind of duck underneath it. They've
They'll
seen
still
this burning
take
hands.
half though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
How marvelous. Okay, so 3 points of damage as they all duck, but still get their warts singed. Which,
And then
I don't know.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna stand behind Scrags just like he said.
All right. That didn't do what it was supposed to do. Let's try that again. There we go. Got it. Okay, cool. So, that'll bring us up to Shimo, who needs to do a death saving throw for me.
Death saves. 2. That was so close to
Ooh,
being
that was close to a 1. Oh my gosh. All right. That is going to bring us to the bullywugs. And yeah, no, they've all used that already. Yep. Okay, so they are all going to lay down. No, they're not going to lay down their arms. They're going to ask you to do that. They're all going to move to surround you as best as they can. And so you see, like, a couple of them take a step and then leap over top of you to get to the opposite side of you.
Uh-oh.
And some of them just jump immediately in front of
Do
you
we get
instead.
opportunity attacks?
Not on a leap because they haven't left your melee. Actually, that one might get an opportunity attack from you, Scrags. The one that went behind Dottie. That one would get an opportunity attack. So go ahead, and if you want to, you can swing at him as he tries to jump over top of you. It's too far for him to go.
No dice.
Yeah, no dice.
14.
No pun intended, I'm sure. But yeah, they all come to surround you, and they've got their glaives. They're not swinging now. They've all just got you surrounded, and they are definitely ready to attack if you were to do something to them, but they're giving you a very threatening stance, and one of them says, "Slayers of the King, lay down your arms now." And that'll be their turn. Scrags, it's yours.
Well, bonus action Scrags is going to move here.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Please tell me you have Spare the Dying.
11
10 points.
cure wounds.
Nice.
Oh, even better.
11. 1 and 10. On him, and then he can get over here and get behind this guy. And that's my turn. I haven't attacked.
That is
so
true, you have
that's
not.
me done.
All right. So, and that'll bring us to Elred, who's just, honestly, Elred's just going to stand and kind of look to you, Dottie, and look to you, Scrags. Don't think this is going to end well.
They're gonna take us to the gallows anyway. So
Better than dead. I'm just saying. And that'll be his turn.
Well, I would say, what's in it for us? What's in it for us if we surrender?
Oh, you on your turn, you're going to say that to the bullywugs?
Yeah. What's in
Okay.
it for us?
You say, potentially your lives.
potentially.
All right. That'll bring us to Dottie.
Yeah, I don't like decisions.
Did Elred drop his longsword?
Nope, he's still holding on to it, but he's not like he's relaxed his demeanor. I mean, he's not really relaxed. He's kind of freaked out, but he has not put himself in "I'm about to swing this thing" demeanor. He's just drawn it a little bit closer to his body and is prepared to attack if he gets attacked.
I don't know what to do. This is hard.
Burning hands.
We can save the king still. Still have a spell to save the king if they let us go.
If he's not dead, I do as well.
Mm,
Does Dottie know that though?
I
But he
don't
does
think
not, as
so.
I just
Aha.
regained consciousness.
And Dottie is currently in a pyromaniac state right now.
Right?
I don't know. She's a little fire happy. I'm sorry.
They're watching your
guys.
hands. They're watching your hands very carefully, by the way.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, while I'm still able to, I'm gonna cast Burning Hands again.
All right.
I have one more left after this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me who you're targeting because you're kind of in close quarters now. You'll only be able to get one, maybe two people, and only if Scrags dodges it. So, from where you are right now.
The two behind me.
Okay, just to be clear, this guy here is the most hurt one around you.
Oh.
This guy here barely looks like he's got a dagger mark in his bicep, and that's pretty much it.
So it wasn't too much good then.
Thought he's gonna get us all killed.
I know I am. I'm so sorry.
Gotta play the character. I do appreciate the playing
Yeah.
of the character.
Because she's not a murder hobo, but she does like fire, so yeah, I'll just hit the one that's most hurt then.
All right, out comes the fire.
Here's
Let's
the
see
burning
here.
hands. 14
Oh, wow.
fire! Oh my god.
Holy Hannah.
That's a good roll.
That is a great roll. Let's see what mine is in response. Not. Okay, so lots of things happen all at once as you're like looking around like and just blast it out. This guy here, he's gonna take 14 points of damage. He's looking actually pretty hurt now. A lot more black than the brownish green color that was the original Bullywug, and pretty close to all the clothing, the knightly armor that he was wearing, or the knightly vestments he was wearing, are all completely singed and tattered and scorched. That's a lovely roll. However, the reaction was they all were holding their reactions to attack you.
Oh, no.
All.
Oh god.
So, with advantage to hit Elred first. That is his AC, so that is going to hit him, and Elred's going to fall.
Okay.
With advantage to hit... Nope. Cancelled advantage. No, that's not... No, you're not even flanking. So, disadvantage roll to hit... Oh no, he's still got this. The top left guy still has another attack, so he's gonna go and swing. Who is he gonna swing at? 10 or lower. He swings at illusory.
Well,
Yeah, he swings at.
their reaction. Their reaction. They're going to make one attack.
Say that again, Scraggs.
If they held an action, they can only ever make one attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so straight roll then on the one that is attacking Scraggs. Yeah. Again, whatever it is.
Prolonging the inevitable.
Yeah, so the glaive, he swings it, and he swings it with such force that he actually snaps his own shaft right at the head of the glaive. So this guy is now also slightly disarmed and swears. In Bullywug, however, swear sounds like in Bullywug. This guy is going to attack at advantage on Scraggs. Never mind. And then 3 attacks on Dottie, who is the one who just did the attack here.
Understandable.
And these are straight rolls.
At least
13,
one of them's
24,
unarmed.
and 18.
The 18 hits.
And so does the 24, I'm betting.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said something else. Yeah, 24 hits too.
15 points of slashing damage on you.
Yeah,
then.
I'm down.
All right. Dottie is down, Elred is down, Shimo and Scrags are the only ones conscious, although there's not necessarily anybody who knows that Shimo is conscious. So...
Well, Scrags, because Scrags revived me.
True, and it is Shimo top of the initiative. You're looking... it's looking bad.
We surrender, just save my friends. I'm going to run to boop, 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 there. And cast Cure Wounds on Elrid because I can't reach Dottie. Well, actually, they all just took their... Never mind, there's not even enough space to walk to Dottie.
You could potentially get here if you have enough movement. I don't know how much movement you got, though.
I have 35
think
movement. I could
5,
definitely
10,
make it there.
15, 25. Yeah, you could make it there if you wanted to get to Dottie instead of Elred.
I believe in Elred's ability to live on his own. He's a tough guy.
Okay.
And I like Dottie's spunk.
By spunk, do you mean trying to burn
I
the
am
frogs?
not commenting on that in any shape or form.
That's right.
As a British English speaker.
Oh, geez, man. Okay, so, yeah, the word spunk has different meanings depending on where you live on Earth. Anyway,
my Cure Wounds macro does not work. Let me go to my spell page.
Okie doke. If I need to restart Appies, I can do that.
Spell page. Cure Wounds.
Cure
What?
Wounds.
I entered
1d8.
that wrong.
Yeah, just roll a 1d8 plus your...
3. Plus 3.
What's your... Plus 3.
7.
So 7 points of health to Dottie, and Dottie, you are down still, so you're still prone. And on the ground. Okay. Shimo, roll me a persuasion check while you're at it too, please.
Okay. Oh crap, why do I keep doing persuasive things? I know I'm bad at them. Five, which I'm sure is plenty enough.
We're so screwed.
Oh,
Alright.
That's a
Alright.
no.
Alright.
Computer says no.
Yeah, that's that is loading. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all I got.
Alrighty then. Let's bring it on to the bullywugs, who now see that you're back up. And
they do hate me.
Yep. Let's go dice. Oh my god, are you serious? I rolled a 5. What's their wisdom? Shnikes, if this that was supposed to help me decide things. Okay. Okay.
I think they would kill us.
Yeah, I'm kind of like they're pretty peeved. They're gonna go at this, so they're going to.
Can I retcon what I said since a 5? Can I have said, hey, stop attacking, you freaking frogs. What's going on here?
I will definitely take that. Frogs! And we're gonna get... They think Dottie's down. So, Dottie, you get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage from prone.
Okay. Actually, since they don't know I'm, can I just play dead?
If you want, absolutely. You don't have to take your attack of opportunity, for sure. We're going to... No, they don't. They wouldn't do that. That's too far. They would do this. Okay, that's what they're gonna do. Okay, so one steps out to attack you, Shimo, and it will be doing so now at advantage. The one on the outside, on the right-hand side, is going to attack you with advantage because flanking. 15.
That does not hit.
How about another 15? Okay, fine then. That one. So they're just kind of swinging at you as if you get the feeling like that. You can't tell if that was actually intentionally trying to hit you or just trying to scare you from going anywhere. The other one is also going to attack while you're trying to dodge him. 17?
Oh, that's my armor class.
Ah, okay, so 11 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Oh man, okay. That was a big damage roll. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Scrags, it's on to you, and there is going to be two. Well, we'll deal with the top left one first, who still has his weapon.
I surrender. I surrender.
Oh,
They
okay,
made me
cool.
do it. It wasn't me. I surrender. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Roll your persuasion check.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Persuade. You'd think I'd be good at these.
Yeah.
As a redacted, I don't know.
Okay.
15.
All right. And he's going to look at you and say, drop the hammer.
What hammer? I don't have nothing. I'm not carrying any weapons.
An attack?
Put my knives down.
Okay.
All right.
Hammer.
All right. Hammer's down, but I can't. It's not concentration. I can't get rid of it. There's no way for me to
Actually, you can.
Dis whatever it is. Last minute.
Yeah, you can
I?
actually drop it. Yeah, it's not a concentration thing, but you could just release it.
I'll drop it. Okay.
So he swings at you. Does a 15 hit you, by the way?
No.
Okay. It was going to be an advantage because he's you're being flanked, but you also have your duplicate immediately beside you. And so he didn't really it gives you the disadvantage. Okay. And just slams the glaive into the ground right beside your foot and says, which one of you is real? Drop the fake.
Right. I've dropped it. All right.
Time up.
Okay,
and over the next couple of moments here, now we're going to get ourselves out of this initiative.
Can I, before you tie me up, can I at least heal my companion? And you can disarm him, but I'll just heal him so he doesn't die.
Yeah, and they've already started to just kind of kick weapons away and make sure that nobody has... They're really interested in tying Shimo up tight like a hog. And Dottie, they're actually putting a burlap sack over her hands and everything. The one that leans into you says, you can heal?
Yes, I can heal.
Heal the king. Just grabs you by the arm and starts yanking you towards the king. And we're going to actually go out of...
Okay. Thank you.
How do death saves out of combat work in your games?
Yeah, Alred's actually had to do a bunch here. I should do that here quick. Okay. Whoop. Okay. So he's got 2 death saves that he's rolled now. You guys don't know their condition. You're going to blast some Cure Wounds into Gullop.
I don't really have much of a choice. It's my last spell slot.
Oh no.
Right.
I don't want to die, Scrags.
Oh, come on. Would you just cast the bloody spell?
Okay. Yeah, just roll a d8 for me. And
4.
your
I gave him the least possible amount I could give him.
and what's your? But you also get your spellcasting ability modifier on that. What is your wisdom's ability?
No, that's the full amount. That's the full amount.
Oh, is that the full amount there? Oh, okay, good.
Plus
Oh,
my
wow.
wisdom.
All right, yeah. So the king is now conscious again. There it is. Oh gods. Okay. He was full up on his death saves. Alred looks effed up, like bad, like super bad. King Gullup kind of sits up, beside you.
I'll start waving at him. Hello, remember me? I saved your life.
And you're definitely being gripped by one of those bullywugs, and he looks to the bullywug knight. My liege. Gallows. Absolutely, my liege. And he just starts yanking you, and everybody else is now being dragged away, and none of you guys are conscious.
Do I hear the word gallows?
Oh yeah, because you're conscious, right? That's right too.
Just don't kill us.
We surrendered technically, so
Yeah.
I hear the word gallows. I'm gonna use my last sorcery point and twin spell firebolt towards 2 of the bullywugs next to me.
Oh, kill the
dang.
king.
All right, roll that firebolt.
Okay, so here's 2. Here's uno. Here's dos.
Oh, is it that's not an advantage, is it? Roll
It's a sneak attack.
stealth. Yeah, roll a stealth. Roll stealth. Let's see.
Yeah, I can do it. Because that would be beautiful.
You gotta beat an 18.
No way!
Oh, worth it. You get the nat 20 off of that one roll too. So roll the attack on, roll the damage on your, on your 18 firebolt first.
Okay, so it's 1d10 for each.
Just click the word firebolt in the chat.
I did. It did the weird thing.
Oh, fine.
Here, let me make sure that's what I think of this. Okay, cool. Here's the 18.
Roll 20 has not
4.
cooperated yet.
Okay, so 4 points of fire damage, or fire blastingness damage to this dude, as he just like completely shocked that something came from this nearly lifeless thing on the ground. Now roll again your d10 for the crit.
Aww, no.
2 points for that.
Yeah.
And so 2 points of
tried.
damage for the other one, as the other one's kind of like, and you get both of them, but immediately they're both gonna, well, one of them is just gonna stomp on you for a 21's gonna hit you, so it's gonna be like, gosh, it's 3 points of damage from that, and then because that's their strength modifier from their foot, and then the glaive with advantage, by the way, too. Not that it matters. Gonna flat blade you, and just it doesn't get through. You don't have mage armor up anymore, though, by the way.
Oh, because I fell unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get rid of that. Plunk. Okay, cool. Okay,
I thought
so
mage armor just continues on, doesn't it?
It's not a concentration spell.
There's no concentration. It just happens.
oh, okay, fair enough then. They're
Nice.
still up. All right. Then, so you took 3 points of damage from that, so you're hurt.
Okay, I'm still.
And they
alive, though.
immediately, and the two of them immediately flop onto you and finish tying you up before you can try and get, like, they get the burlap sack around your hands, just tie you up, much like they tied up Shimo, like a hog. The difference is that you're actually conscious for it. And they... Yeah, okay, so they're gonna take you guys to... So the way they tie both Shimo and Dottie up is they actually use the broken glaives that they have and the shafts of those glaives and basically tie you backwards onto those glaives. So you're totally exposed completely and hanging off of these like you're on a spit. And they're just two bullywugs each bouncing you down a pathway. Scrags, you are just being bullywug handled in the same general direction. You guys are led
Wait,
down
I could be useful to you. I could be a servant. I could tell you everything that they was up to. And I'll start indicating those three.
Okay, and the bullywug isn't
I
paying
knows what they was up
any
to.
attention to you, and just keeps on pushing you as you kind of
I got
gesture
gold.
wildly. You go down?
I got potions. I got gold.
Oh.
I got potions. Go on. Let me go.
And
I'll
he's
give you
not
gold and
paying you
potions.
any attention whatsoever. He leads you down this path. There, after you get kind of this very narrow, muck and soil path that eventually opens up to this another kind of like island, and you see a variety of different shapes. So Dottie, you'll see this because you're conscious, and Scrags, you'll see this because you're obviously trying to persuade your way out of things. But you see a couple of fairly tall structure to your right, and then a smaller structure that's almost sunken down into the muck to the left. And beyond it, there's a black balloon that's been tied down that's kind of appears out of the mist. There is also an open clearing between these two structures as well. And you're led to the one that's lower down in the muck. And it's a stone. This one's interesting because it's actually a stone structure, crumbling, but stone structure, with a thatched up type of roof. And the door is opened, and you are all just shoved in. And Scrags, you're able to capture yourself, but really the rest of you guys are just kind of tossed in and dropped in. And so I'm gonna get a quick little adjustment to what you guys would see. Sheem, I need you to roll a d4 for me, please. Actually, hang on, you need to do death saving throws.
Ah, no.
I want to see 1.
4.
Oof. Okay, gain you another.
Let me mark that one real quick.
Okay.
18.
That's good. Okay, give me another.
11.
All right. One more. There.
19,
Okay.
I'm up.
All right. I want you to roll a d4 for me, please.
4.
Oh gosh, that's the one you wanted to have low, by the way, but it's not.
Oh, jeez.
So okay, let's get you into the right spot. So I'm gonna move your guys' tokens, just for a moment here, just to get everybody in. Dottie, you'll be able to obviously see things after you're tossed in.
Okay.
There we go, and there shouldn't actually be that opening there, so I'll get rid of that opening here real quick. And that's supposed to be... That's really weird. Line, there we go, that'll work. Yeah, door's closed. There we go. Okay, that's pretty much all you see at this point in time, guys. I'll bring the map up here. It's so tiny. Like, I'll just put it up on the chat on the stream just for a second, just so we can see it. But like, that's what they're going to see. So there's not much. We're just going to go theater of the mind in the end, anyway. So, in this space, which I now need to pull up my book for, because we're now finally in a new spot. Yeah. Okay. So in this space, you see. The floor of the cell is covered with stinking water about an inch or two deep. There's little tufts of what probably are reeds or weeds sticking out of this water. It's kind of sunken down. But what you do also notice in this space, Dottie and Scrags, is that there is another creature in here, and it is another bullywug. And they are also tied up.
What got you in here, man?
Pardon me. Your Majesty?
Yeah.
And she does a very quick bow. Now that the door is closed and there's nobody else, you guys hear some echoes of croaking on the outside, but they kind of shift away. You hear the padlock on the door, so it's definitely you guys are definitely locked in here. And she's, oh, um, Morgort, Knight of Warts at your service, Malish. As it were. Not much service, mind you. Are you okay?
I'm pretty beat up. We got into quite a fight back there.
Looks like it. And she kind of looks over towards Elred and Shimo. Looks like they made short work of you. Probably not wise to pick fight with knights.
Well, one could argue that they started it.
You know, I'm gonna actually get you a roll persuasion check on that one. Yeah, okay. King Gullop does seem easily distractible, so I suppose that's possible. You haven't heard from... Well, you wanted to know why I was here. I was working against the king.
That's so cool. Well, I'm sorry it landed you here, but...
Well,
what were you doing exactly?
I helped somebody take a balloon.
No way! I think we met him.
Okay, describe them. She's now leaning right in. And as she leans in, you can see her face. Although, depending on your experience with frogs, you haven't seen a lot of really bruised and cut faces, but her face is pretty badly bruised.
No. His name was, Sir Talavar.
You saw him. Is he okay? Did he get out?
Yeah, he did. We were the ones who actually freed him.
Oh. 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 Okay, well, at least he got out. Maybe then the Summer Court can do something about all this.
What is the Summer Court exactly?
Oh, it's one of the most pristine locations of Feywild. It's, or so I'm told. I've never been. But it's gotta be better than having these people run Prismere. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be, well, not swampy. It's supposed to be beautiful, like the Summer Court. Or at least that's what I'm told.
So why is Prismere swampy now? What happened to it?
I don't really know all of it. I just know that here in Hither, it's all Slackjaw's fault. Slackjaw doesn't do things the way that you would expect the Feywild to feel. Slackjaw does... Well, she's an ugly toad. She's taken over the Hither and made it hers, and it doesn't really... She's made a mess of the rules for her own ends.
That's interesting. And is she a bullywug?
No. Bullywugs are much prettier. I'm not sure what she is. She sticks to her own cottage pretty much all the time. It's very seldom you see her. When you do, you see her floating on some weird lily pad thing. But it's not natural.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned her. She's the one we came here to talk to and just figure out what was going on. But if she's that bad of a person,
Well,
Is there a way, once we get out of this mess, we can deal with her?
well, that's why I got Sir Talavar out and Wigglewog too. They were supposed to get all the way to the summer court, so wait a second. You said you had to help them. Were they in trouble?
Well, his balloon crashed into this thing we called the slanty tower because it was super slanty. And when we rescued him, he was in a cage and couldn't get out. So we had to take him to Jingle Jangle, who had a key that was able to open it.
Jingle Jangle had the key? That's funny. Huh. Never even thought of that.
But
Well, okay. What about Wigglewog?
I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think he made it.
Oh. Then we have to get rid of Slackjaw. That's it. That's just it. If you could help get rid of Slackjaw, then, well, I would be thankful, but I don't know how much that's worth in a place like this. And she just kind of stomps a little bit in the water.
Yeah, how could we get her alone though? Because against the rest of the court, we got beaten pretty badly.
Well, yeah, you won't be able to do that against the rest of the court. Maybe you can get their attention and get in their good graces a different way. Which one of you guys is toughest?
Shimo. How many of you can turn into 2 bears?
Well, I have a friend who can turn into a bear, and I'll point towards Shimo. And then
Well, that's a trip.
Elrod's good with swords and stuff. He also has a cool firebrand thing. Scrags is cool.
A fire? What is a firebrand?
What's this thing that's actually what we call our group now because of it. We're the firebrands, by the way.
You're still, by the way, tied to this pole. We're the firebrands, by the way, and just talking from this pole.
That's amazing.
The rabbit with the massive, and then I'll just pull out the head. This guy, he had it.
Oh my, Agden. That's
Yeah.
a turn.
Well,
That won't go well. That's bad. That's
Was it bad?
Oh.
Everyone says that. Was it bad?
I told you it was bad, Scrags.
it's not so much, carrying a head around. I guess I shouldn't be one to talk. I've had to put king's heads on pikes. Whatever. In any case, Slackjaw's been using Agden. That's how she gets all her things. She lets Agden get them for her.
Well, she's gonna have to get things another way now, isn't she?
Yeah, she might get pretty mad. Might get really mad.
Well,
We
she's
should just
now.
keep that our secret for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that won't go well with
No
King
one
Miller.
knows but us.
Exactly.
Well, in order to get out of here,
You won't
Um,
know.
in order to get out of this, what we usually do is a trial by combat. It's
Ah,
we fight, and whoever wins is free. Generally speaking, free but watched, usually. And the other person, well, they're free a different way, I suppose.
How would we set that up if we're all allies here?
Oh, it's already. Oh, I see. Yeah. I don't. I don't.
One of us
know.
could fake die.
Yeah.
I don't think they would fall for it.
Well,
Though.
I
They seem
mean-
pretty
I don't
bright.
know.
what if we was
King
to
Gullop-
somehow offer King Gollop? He has a book. that he doesn't seem to want people to know about.
That is right.
Now, if he
I've
was
seen
to
him
do
fondle
something,
it.
that book, he does more than fondle it, the creepy little thing. If he was to steal that book somehow, maybe we could exchange it for something.
We won't be able to do that until the trial by combat is released. I have to admit, I don't mind your idea, Your Majesty.
I have
But
an
it shouldn't
idea.
be me.
Scrags, are you the most stealthy?
Yes?
Okay.
Really, with all that armor?
Excuse
true.
me?
Well, if you're the most stealthy, I could also do it too. But what if we set up a fight between Shimo and Elred, and then we get that book while everyone's distracted?
Well, I don't
I'm
think that would
not
work.
I'm not stealthy, but I can make someone stealthy, like a ninja.
Ooh.
Or Shimo, the dexterous.
Berja. A
bear jack.
nin bear. A nin bear. Make a nin bear.
Oh,
Berja.
Shimo can change into things. Like, what if he's the one who goes and gets the book, and I'll fight Elred?
Well, why does he just change into a frog and just like walk away?
Begging your
All
pardon.
he needs is a short rest.
Begging your pardon, but I don't think you realize what a trial by combat looks like. They don't just take you out and let you sit there. They keep you under spear or glaive. And their entire job is to be watch over you while the trial by combat is happening. Begging your pardon, Your
But
Majesty,
what
but
if
I think it
Sheba
should be
was
me.
to disappear in like
I think your best bet would be to get you to be in their good graces as best as we possibly can. I don't matter. Not in
can't fight
this
you.
story. Sure you can. Any one of you could fight if they, I mean, maybe not those two, they don't know what's going on, but either one of you guys could fight me. King Gullup's a bit of an idiot. I think I could convince him that I'm not alive
But
anymore.
that means you have to
Oh,
die.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I know what they do with
What
those that
if
fall. I know I could probably make it.
but I'm a
Well,
magic user, so how would you avoid
Well-
spells and stuff?
I wouldn't. You'd have to hurt me.
I can't do that. You're so nice.
I mean
Your Majesty,
Shimo can heal you.
Only
After.
if you promise not to die.
how many of the knights did you guys kill?
None.
I can promise that.
Oh, thanks. I think we killed one, right?
No, we took down the king.
We did take down the king.
You took down... Is he not the king anymore?
No, they made us revive him. We got bested by the knights. But
It's lucky. Illig would
I
have...
almost shocked the king to death. It was pretty cool. If you're asking me.
Actually, I'm gonna get you to roll an intimidation check on that.
Oh no.
I should have finished off the king.
Yep. That one.
Right. Yeah, so she's looking at it like... And he looks over to Scrag, says, and what is your role with the Queen?
Well, I'm the Grand Vizier.
That would make more sense because she seems to need advisement. The
I'm kind of new at this queen business. Not exactly my forte.
fair. It's new for King Gullop too, and he's had a rough go. And at this point in time, the conversation's going to go on to just much less severity and just kind of talking about like the things that you carry and the objects that you have with you. She's just going to show interest in those kinds of things. Is there anything in particular you're going to prevent her from knowing?
I don't have anything on me that's too indicating, I guess. So unless
She's not
Scrags
gonna-
has anything.
She's not going to go like she's not going to go loot the bodies of Shimo and Elred, but she is curious. She's just going to ask the questions of you guys. And she's going to inspect Scrags just a little bit more too. What are you?
None of your business.
That might be true, actually. It's not really the response that you expect when you're speaking to a former knight of the Soggy Court. But I suppose it's also true.
Well, it's not the question that you expect to ask a Grand Vizier.
You're right. I apologize for
I'm
my
a
presumption.
human. I'm a small human.
So you're a halfling, much like this one.
Yeah, halfling.
Okay.
Halfling I am.
And they'll start asking you questions about like where you come from. Get a little bit as far as your gays are willing to share, which may or may not be much. Before she just, oh, it's been a bit. You should get rest before they decide to do the trial by combat. I don't know how quickly they'll make that decision, depending on how bad you hurt the king.
Yeah, it's probably best to lay down for a minute.
I'm gonna do the same. I need to have my wits about me even after I get hurt. And she's gonna go into there's a little part of this shack where the water's a little bit deeper, and she's just gonna kind of settle herself down into that water just a little bit, so like half of her body is up out of it and the other half of it is in it. And are you guys both gonna take long rests then now too?
Oh, we get long rests?
If you want. Or
Yeah,
short
I
rest,
think
your
I
choice.
will.
Actually,
Okay.
can we go for a short rest? Because I've got an idea.
Well, here's the thing. If they go for a short rest, you still have 2 more hours that you're going to be unconscious for.
That's true.
Yeah. Both you and Elred rolled 4s on how long you're going to be unconscious, which is 4 hours. So
Might as well go for a long rest.
probably, if you can. Let's find out if you can. Okay. Scrags, you're gonna go for a long rest as well.
I'll go for a super fast long rest. Whatever that means.
All right. Well, you guys are exhausted after that battle and after trying to put out all of those animated coals in that previous building as well. So physically, it's not hard for you guys to fall asleep. Mentally might be a bit of a different story because now you got lots of new information. You're kind of concerned about what's going to happen. But we'll say that you guys, in as comfortably as you can in this soggy shack, get yourselves to rest. A couple hours pass, we'll say. And Shimo, you stir to consciousness, hurt as hell. But you
I
stir to
did go
consciousness.
down a lot of times.
Yeah. And what you see in the space around you is this soggy shack that you are very obviously locked up in. Your arms and feet are tied behind you to a spear of some sort. And you see your friend Elred still very much unconscious and battered and bruised as well. Dottie is leaned up in a corner, as is Scraggs. Both of them seemingly sleeping, but not as badly hurt. And then there's this bullywug in the corner that you see in the half submerged in the water that is also sleeping, but doesn't have any weapons. Actually, doesn't have
Excuse
much
me,
right to it all.
everyone. Is there something I've missed?
And so the bullywug will probably be the first one to wake. Actually, let's go passive wisdoms. What's your passive perception, Dottie?
Not very high. Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay, so Scraggs, you might be stirred awake because I think your passive perception's a little bit higher, right?
Yeah.
You get to tell
I
me
think
though.
it's a 14 or 15.
And my roll 20 decided to have
I'm
a
just
break,
looking
so-
here. Passive is 13. Fudge.
Oh,
hell.
yeah, you might have to do some work to wake anybody up here, Shimo.
I'll let them sleep for an hour and then I'll wake them up.
Okay.
Can I short
you-
rest for an hour?
You can definitely short. It's an uncomfortable short rest, but you kind of roll yourself around into a position where you feel like you might be able to be slightly comfortable despite your extremities being tied behind you.
Oh, I'm definitely going to roll both my hit dice then to restore what health I can.
For sure.
And that's plus my constitution modifier, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so that's...
But you only regain half of them when you take your next long rest.
Yes, so I'm going to need both.
Okay.
So that's 6 health and 9 health.
Nice. Nice. So
All
that'll be
right.
a total of 15 health that you get out of that then. Good. And as you kind of take your rest a little bit into it, Elred will stir awake as well, and he's not tied up at all. He was just kind of tossed in a very limp way, and he kind of stirs himself awake, looks around. Well, it's better than dead.
I can agree to that, Elred. But on that note, how would everyone like to get out of here?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't see it happening yet. They're asleep. They must feel okay enough to do that.
How secure does is the cell we're in? Is it made of wood? Is it bars?
It's made of this. It's not really masonry. It's not like hewn stone. It's like collected stones that have been mucked and thatched together. So it doesn't look like it is the most sturdy, but you lean up against it and it doesn't seem to have any give.
What if a bear leaned up against it?
You could certainly try, but it does feel solid enough that it probably would take quite a bit of effort and a lot of noise to do anything about it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say to the crew, would everyone like to get out of here?
Before you change, what does the door look like?
The door is best way to describe it, it appears as though it is a chunk of tree that has been chopped off and lopped into the right spot. It does look fairly strong.
Is there any gaps? Is there any windows? Is there any?
You would go roll a investigation check.
Because I could turn into a cat instead of a
I
bear.
will guide myself.
Guidance.
Oh
Good,
God,
good.
no. The reason I'm saying that is, Shimo, you can turn into a cockroach. You could turn into a fish. Well, actually, no, you can't turn into a fish. You could turn into a frog.
So I believe a cockroach is an insect and not a beast. And a
Well, you
frog
can
has
turn into
swim
something
speed.
tiny.
Insects
You
actually
can turn
count as
into
beasts.
something tiny.
Oh, insects are beasts. But a
Yeah.
cockroach can fly.
Like
Yeah.
you turn into an ant.
Before you do
Or a
that,
cricket.
as you're inspecting that door, you do see a couple of cracks. You also see 4 bullywug knights standing guard immediately outside. You can tell by the number of feet that you see.
There's 4 of them froggy ones. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun with them.
Am I awake at this point?
No, and actually, Scrags, come to think of it, you shouldn't be awake quite yet either. They haven't woken you up.
Oh, when I was announcing, would everyone like to get out of here? It was
Oh,
in an
okay.
attempt to wake them up.
Oh, okay. At which point, if that's the case, then everybody's awake. And the bullywug is going to say, "Oh, it's good to see that you're okay. We have a plan.
A plan?
Yes. They're going to do the trial. You don't know this. So they're going to do a trial by combat. What that means is that probably one of you will have to fight me for freedom. And I will not fight hard. I will fall. And you will get your freedom.
And what would happen to you?
I believe that they will not know what happens to me.
I could
They will
not
think me dead. They will think me dead.
knowingly risk your life for this plan.
It's not your life to risk. And besides, from what I understand from what your Majesty has said, and she kind of gestures to Dottie as she does so. It sounds to me like you won't cause enough damage to hurt me that badly. You'll hurt me, but nothing I can't handle.
Well, I think it would be better if Elrid were to take this. I can't hurt a friend.
But you're willing to hurt a different friend.
Different friend?
Yeah, Elred looks to you like, am I not your friend?
No. Elrid, you will beat the frog senseless. I will help the escape plan.
Oh. Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna make it look good though. And the frog, the bullywug knight says, I think you would need to. Okay, well, I'm not ready to do this yet, so I'm just gonna like just lean, and Elred just kind of leans up against the wall a little bit, tries to get a little bit of a better position. Just and just kind of settles back into the wall because you guys both only have 1 hit point, except for you. Now you've actually rolled your hit dice. I'm not rolling dice for Elred. He's just gonna sit there and relax for a couple.
All right. Well, if you don't want to do a trial by combat, I could certainly get out of these restraints, and if everyone would...
Oh. Elred's gonna start untying the knots.
Oh, on my restraints?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a little better than exploding out of them. Well, if everyone would want to get out here more or less alive, I could take down the door, absorb the hits from the guards outside, and allow everyone else to run through.
Why
It feels a
don't you
little
just
drastic.
Why don't you just change into something small? Get outside the door. I'll cause a diversion, and you open up the bloody gates? What's the problem? Why do you keep wanting to kill yourself?
I could
bloody
charm the
gate.
guards.
That's actually, well, can you charm all? Wait, Skaggs hasn't told us how many guards there are.
No.
There's 4 of them. I said so. There's 4.
Oh, okay.
Shimo, roll me a
4 of them.
perception check.
Look, I've got weight.
I can perception. That's one of the things I do. 21 and 21.
Nice. Okay. As they say, as Greggs tells you, there's 4 of them out there. You kind of put your ear just a little bit out to the door, and you realize, no, Scraggs is miscounted, potentially by dozens. You start to hear from outside. You're the first one to notice it. A lot of general commotion and croaking, but it's not like battle sounds. It's like a gathering of a large community of creatures together, all just kind of croaking, chittering, somewhat pleasantly amongst each other, it seems.
So we're more or less in the middle of a group, not particularly guarded. We're probably placed somewhere. Oh, and I'm going to say this aloud. We're probably placed somewhere relatively in the middle.
The door opens up, and you've got 5 guards, 5 bullywugs that are all just kind of looking in, and they're easing directly towards you guys with no delay. They just go straight to each one of you and grasp you guys all by the hands and hold your hands behind you and immediately bind you. Anybody doing anything to resist any of this, by the way?
Oh
And
man, I want to talk to everyone, but we probably don't have a lot of time for that.
And now that the door's open, you can definitely hear that it's like a full-on fair of bullywugs that are just kind of croaking and chittering loudly outside.
Are they all armed?
You can't see them yet. What you do see, though, like if you're not going to resist, then
okay, I don't resist. I would die.
Okay, so they bind you all by your hands and your feet so that you can only shuffle through the muck. They do the same to Morgort, to the bullywug that's been captured, and they start dragging you out. And as you guys blink out into this late light, it is much darker now, and you see that there's been a whole bunch of strange firefly-like natural bioluminescent lights that have been strung up on strings around this clearing that's just outside of the building that you're in. And underneath all of these strings is around 40-ish bullywugs of a variety of different statures and regalements and clothing. In the middle, on one opposite side, you do see King Gullop on a throne-like dais to one side. And he's just sitting there watching you guys very carefully as you guys are led out of this space into this open, swampy, muck-topped clearing. And croaking and hushed whispers amongst each other in this strange bullywug language. You, with your 21, Shimo, you recognize one of these bullywugs as one of the first people you met in Downfall. One of the bullywugs that was in that canoe that said go that way. They're now looking at you with very stern eyes. Clapperclaw's in there, the scarecrow with the gourd head that rattled. He's in this group as well. And you also see, now that you kind of get a chance to settle in, as people kind of part a little bit to make sure that the clearing is open for you guys, that beside King Gullop is a very large crocodile. And he's just got his hand on the head of the crocodile. And clearing is now open. Your guys are being held by bullywug knights of some sort in this open clearing. And King Gullop takes his spear. Actually, before we do this, with a 21, you're also going to notice that there is another group of very well-dressed bullywugs kind of sitting in a corner. They're not watching you at all. They're actually eyeing King Gullop in particular. And as you guys get into the center of this clearing, King Gullop takes his spear that he's now apparently got back and just bangs it on the dais, which is kind of like the only stone, seems to be the only stone in the area, and then stands up very slowly, and you can see that he's still a little hurt, but he stands up very slowly and croaks, and it echoes through the space. It says, "Trial by combat," and then whole bunch of croaking, what you would imagine frog cheers would sound like. Just absolute cacophonous nonsense of croaking sounds come at you. As is the downfall custom, and we in the Soggy Court find all of you guilty should you fail your trial by combat. Should you succeed, you will be given an opportunity to live once more. Choose your champion amongst you and Morgort's traitorous foe. You will be fighting for your life and your honor today. And the female bullywug that was in that in the gallows with you just, and they hand her a glaive, and they kind of set her to one side of the clearing. What do you guys do?
Man, there's so many things I want to do that people wouldn't want me to do.
Yeah. Send me. I have an idea.
Send our queen into combat. Are you just gonna shoot the king from the arena? Is it just full on murder hobo?
No.
No?
I kind of wonder if not everyone is for this guy. If you catch my drift.
We did get...
No, I don't think everyone is for this guy. They want him gone.
Slam on the stone. Choose your champion, or I shall choose for you. And he grins, nice and big.
All right, Dottie, I trust you.
Step forward and I'll say, I, Grand Vizier Scraggs, nominates the Queen.
Just a whole bunch of high... the sort of croaking sounds in the
But
the Queen. Are you sure, Your Majesty?
there is to be an agreement, an accord in advance.
Tape that one up. And one of the bullywugs just comes and takes a burlap sack and just puts it right over top of Scragg's head and just cinches it tight and just knocks Scraggs down to the ground. Yeah. You might need new advisors, Your Majesty. But seeing as you are the one who is stepping forward, here's the rules. The rules are simple. Live, survive to see another day. Die, and you are the traitorous foe we expected you to be. And that is it. Shall we? And he looks out to the crowd and just kind of raises his hand. And the whole crowd's like just starts kind of croaking and just cheering and croaks. And he drops his hand. And immediately, coming at you, Dottie, the other bullywugs have now pulled Shimo, Elred, and Scraggs in the sack to the sides. Immediately, Morgort starts coming at you. And you can see in her eyes a little bit of fierceness, but also a little bit of sorrow at the same time as she takes a swing at you.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that, you and I, we're gonna roll
mage armor before I get into this.
You might.
I mean, it should still be up, but it's an 8-hour spell.
Oh,
that is true. It's towards the end. You still do have that mage armor up. So let's just roll initiative.
All right.
Hey, chat. Hey, Dak, I see you in the chat. Why don't you roll that initiative for me?
Oh, sorry, I didn't click my token, but I did badly.
Oh, that's not the right buttons. That's the right buttons. All right. So 9. Let's see here if it pops up. Oh no, my little bot is being all weird. I'm gonna fix my bot. Okay, that's fine. So it might not work, and that's okay. I'll use this one, which is much higher. So she is going to take first tax at you. And that's this one here. Do I still have that screen open? I think I do. Nope, I don't. That's okay. Unless I get another roll from the chat, I'll use mine. Where are we here? That one there. Got it. Okay. Cool. So 2 attacks because she has multi-attack. 2 fast swings at you, and you take. Does it? 19's gonna hit, so you'll take 7 points of damage right off the top.
Okay.
But she'll whiff on the next one, so she'll slash through you to make sure that she looks like you, and just kind of gives you this look, and then swings back over your head and totally misses. Still would have been the right initiative order, so that works out.
Okay.
Let's go. Then it is now your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay. So, are everyone's eyes on us right now, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, there's
Okay.
a lot of eyes on you right now.
So, I'm actually going to, this is so dumb, but I have an idea.
I always love it when a player prefaces what they're about to do with, "This is so dumb, but I have an idea."
I'm going to actually back up, so if she wants to, she can take an opportunity attack at me.
Okay. She does not.
Okay. I back up, and I kind of turn to all the bullywugs who are here, all the people from Downfall, and I say, "Citizens of Downfall, is this what you do for entertainment? Is this your..."
And they all immediately croak and cheer in cheers. You get the sense that they've been waiting for an entertainment like this for a while, and they suddenly feel like you're a gladiator for them.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say, "Is this who you really want rolling over you as your tyrant? He's dumb as balls."
Slash it at you now. So she
Okay.
will attack you now. And
That's fine.
you did that roll? I don't think that rolled. Hang on. Nope. 13's not going to hit, I don't think.
No.
Not with a mage armor.
Nope.
So just a spark off your mage armor. The next one will. 7 points of damage.
Okay. And then I'll say, now that we're all gathered here together, if this is what you really want, then don't step up for it. But we're here to fight, and we're here to make a difference, so revolution.
Okay, roll persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Revolution.
I love how it was just like, so, revolution.
I'm Shimo. I will 100% turn into a bear for this revolution. It's what I do.
25 with advantage.
Oh, nice. So you happen to be facing the right people because you're facing away from the king. And they all look at you. And yeah, they all look at you. And they're like back and forth to put towards each other. And they look out towards the king. And then a slash at you.
Okay. Can I use my actual action to send a witch bolt towards the king?
To the king?
Yeah.
Okay.
Called it. I called it so hard that you were going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to get some rally going first.
At the same time as this glaive attack. Go for it.
Okay, that's fine.
spark off you as you reach out to the king. How is the range on Witch Bolt, by the way?
30 feet.
30 feet. And that's a 24.
Yeah, he would be just at the edge of hang on, the clearing. He's too far away for a Witch Bolt.
Oh. Can I do something else then?
Yeah, what would you do? For a Firebolt?
Yeah, probably just Firebolt.
Okay, go for that.
Oh, balls.
Okay. So yeah, you go to launch a firebolt, but before you do, you feel the glaive smack down on your arm, flat bladed, so it doesn't cause you damage. It kind of sparks and knocks your arm down. And she's gonna lean in now. This time, Morgort's gonna lean into you and say, "Not now, not yet. Hit me," and then just body slam you to do that.
Okay. Is it my turn again? Or...
It is your turn.
Okay. What's the reaction from like the crowd? Do I have people coming to help yet?
You have attention, but you don't have anybody moving to help you.
Do you want me to charge?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay.
All out.
All out.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see what happens. Can
Well,
I bear
now hang
mode
on.
amidst
Hang on.
this?
I would like you to insight check this first, Shimo.
Let's see. 12. I'm rolling low today.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really get a sense from Dottie what she wants you to do. She's too engaged with Morgort.
Okay.
So I can't bear mode anyways.
Well, you could bear mode if you wanted to. It's just that you don't have Dottie's, like you can't watch. You guys were talking across the table, so you won't know. Like Shimo won't really get a sense from Dottie as to what she wants Shimo to do.
I feel like I'm inspired by Dottie. Like Shimo's number one priority in life is freedom for all. The sun is for all. We are all denizens of this land. Especially bears. Bear mode. Doing it. I can't not do it.
And I'm talking to everybody, like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They all definitely hear you.
I'm rallying the troops.
You think you're rallying the troops.
I believe in the rally of the troops.
All right, then if you're going to go for your bear mode, better pull it out. Scrags, what are you going to do? By the way, Baffles is nowhere to be seen, just to be clear
about that.
But carry on. Okay, yeah.
we assume he ran away long ago from this madness.
I'm stuck in the bag.
Yeah, you are. So you're just going to stay stuck in the bag? You're not going to try and struggle out of it?
There's not much I can do.
Okay.
Can I pull Scrags out of... I mean, bear mode is a bonus action. Can I pull Scrags out of the bag? Just like rip it open and pull them out?
You could certainly try, but you have to break your own grapple first.
Does turning into a bear get me out of the ties? I'm double my size.
Oh, and I'll send another firebolt at the king.
Okay, so that's your next turn.
Yeah.
I'll definitely break out if I can then.
Okay, so you switch to bear mode. I'm going to get you a roll from me an athletics check.
11?
Yeah. You're still tied. They knew who you were, right? They've seen you jump into bear mode a couple of times. They tied you up with strength. So they knew who you were. And they knew... now that they see Dottie go for another attack, go for it. Roll your next firebolt.
Okay. And actually, seeing that Shimo's tied up, I don't know if this is possible or not. Could I use the firebolt to like try to burn the strands away, or would that just hit him?
No, I say go for it.
You could certainly try. It's a pretty high DC.
Okay, I do have a seeking spell though, so I can probably throw that into it if it fails.
Okay, I haven't seen that. So I'm gonna go look that up. Seeking spell.
It's only if it fails, though.
Yeah, I still haven't read it before, so I gotta read it. Okay, cool.
Alright.
So roll that firebolt.
I'm sorry if I hit you, Shimo. I'm trying my best.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm fully prepared.
You will need to. You would want to re-roll
13.
that because it will not
Okay.
hit.
17?
That does hit, and so you
Okay.
will hit the binds. All right. So what we're gonna do then, guys, is so you launch that firebolt and it snaps the binds behind Shimo. Shimo, you now are bear mode in, and you can rear up comfortably and open up yourself again. It feels nice to not be tied back again for a change. And Scrags, you're gonna hear Bearmo roar out. This is something we're gonna carry on with next week, as the Bullywug still the Bullywug Watchers are still not doing anything.
I was totally relying on bear mode rallying them.
Yeah, no, they all look very bewildered, except for the ones that were immediately beside Dottie. Those ones look like they're very much contemplating, but they haven't moved yet to do anything. So that's where we're going to stop today's session. Elred is still tied up. Scrags is bagged up. Dottie's in combat with everybody except for the person she's supposed to be in combat with.
Yep.
And yeah, so that
That's
is
usually how it goes.
yeah, that's where we're gonna leave things off, is right there. So that's where we are for next week.
I'm gonna head off, guys.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much, and yeah, that's just how we roll, I guess. So thank you guys very much on Twitch for joining us, and we'll see you all next week.
See you
So
later.
long.